Hey guys, I'm Tony Marion. The curtain's down, ghost lights on, and the best of the Great White Way exit the stage door and transform from star to trendsetter. Join me, post-show, with the best of the theater to discuss Broadway and fashion. Once I find a f***ing cab. This is the Broadway Fashion Spotlight. I'm here at the Beatrice Inn, and I'm waiting for my buddy Derek Klena to meet me from the Gerald Schoenfeld Theater after his performance in the Bridges of Madison County. The show was awesome tonight, and I can't wait to have a drink and break down his style. Hey, how's it going?
It's going
You
well,
did
man.
good. Schoenfeld to the Beatrice Inn, 22 minutes.
I try.
It's not bad, man.
Yeah. Well, it's nice because the AC is like right next to my theater, so it works out.
This is a good look. I approve of this look.
I'm trying.
You did good. You're staying true to Derek, and you got a little bit of class for me. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Where are you from again? Because I don't remember where anybody's
I'm from Southern California, like a little bit outside of LA, a city called West Covina.
You work on Broadway, and listen, let's be honest. You guys are we're not making the salaries that Hollywood and television are making.
Right.
So, like, you live in New York City. It's an expensive place to live. How do you manage, like, what clothes you go after, where you shop? Because obviously, like, there's some financial constraints.
I'm a big bargain shopper.
Okay.
Like, I love just looking around. I mean, I end up buying like the same type of things.
Yeah.
But I definitely like branching out. Like, I love going to like Buffalo Exchange just to see like what you can find. I like
Buffalo Exchange. I don't know about
Buffalo Exchange, kind of like an upscale thrift shop, I would think.
Okay.
That's great.
All right, so if I gave you, I'm not going to do it, but if I
Okay.
gave you $10,000 and you were to go on like a shopping spree in New York, kind of knowing your personal aesthetic and knowing your personal style, where would you go? Like, what would you buy?
I've always loved John Barbados. Their
Yeah.
shoes.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had $10,000, I would invest in a pair of shoes.
Well, you get
from
two
there,
pairs of
but-
shoes
exactly
for
for
$10,000, but it'd be
$10,000.
worth it. Yeah. What's your biggest fashion disaster? Like, what's like the biggest thing where like
Disaster?
like you saw a press photo and you're like, what the hell was I thinking? What was I wearing? Like,
I have a regret.
oh, what is it? What's your regret?
Well, I thought I'd be bold, and I saw this suit at J. Crew for the opening of Dogfight. It was like summer, and like it was like my first summer opening, so I thought, this suit is awesome. It was like this kind of like white with like small like navy blue pinstripes, so it almost looked a little grayish. And then I had like these navy blue and white checkered shirt with like this navy blue tie with orange polka dots on it. And on the mannequin, I was like, this looks awesome.
Story of my life.
This looks
On the
awesome.
mannequin, it looks
and
great.
then I got it, and like at the time, I was like, this is awesome. But then I got to the opening, and I was the only one like wearing like a bold suit. And I felt fine at the time, and like I got some compliments on it. But now looking back, after I've had a little more experience and a little more more press events and more openings I've gotten to go to, I'm just like, maybe I would have gone with a little less bold choice.
In my mind, if you pay $150 for a Broadway ticket, you
Right.
want to wear something nice. So, like, when you go see a show, what do you wear? And if you say shorts and a t-shirt, I swear to God.
I have before.
Oh no!
Well, these days,
Why?
I know actors criticize it, and the audience that goes to the shows tend to dress down these days because it's more of a commercial crowd. It's less of like a theater-going crowd.
At the same time, if I'm spending that kind of money and I'm going to have a great night out and like go see something that truly is one of the best art forms that we can see in this kind of in our entertainment world, like I would want to be a little dressy, don't you think?
Right. But I mean,
Now, you bastard, you California people.
No,
Yes,
I know.
yes, yes.
Plus, trust me, my family, we all grew up. We all like wore nice clothes. I'd wear a suit to like the Pantages in LA. Like when we'd go, we dress up. We make it a fun event. But now, with the theatrics and the technology these days, and having big shows like Wicked or like any Disney shows, they're so big and vibrant, and it's more like an attraction now rather than a story being told and the audience going to get moved.
Okay, so
They go for entertainment value half the time. I want to say half the time. And then there's half of the crowd that go and say, like, I heard this playwright or this director or, something about the artistic value of the show or like the written value or the acting value over, the bells and whistles.
Okay, so then you have something like Wicked, which is this huge commercial show, which is kind of what you talked about.
Yeah.
You get a more commercial audience, people dressing more casual, but now you're in Bridges of Madison County, which isn't a huge commercial show. It's much
Right.
more artistic. Do you see a difference in the way the audience is dressed to both those shows?
Oh, yeah. When you have the older crowd and the more experienced theater-going crowd going to Bridges, you see a little more upscale dress and you see a little more classic theater dressing rather than a family who's been walking around the city all day and saying, hey, let's go see a Broadway show. So
Yeah.
they're in what they've been wearing all day. just to go see a show. And, you know, good for them to go to a Broadway show, but you just don't see the same style, upscale style as you would in a traditional classic musical theater setting.
Totally. I get that.
And that was very apparent during Wicked, when I was doing Wicked. I mean, you have like these busloads of kids, and you have tons of kids and family, and you know, it's not as upscale and classy dress. It's not a night at the theater. It's a night of entertainment.
So what would you like to see change in the Broadway world in terms of fashion, besides how audiences dress?
If we dress up rather than dress down coming out of the stage door, I feel like that may affect the audience in the way they perceive, you know, Broadway and the actors and how they dress and how you're supposed to dress.
Listen, start dressing up. Cheers to that.
Okay.
Then we can get rid of sweatpants.
All right.
That's what we need. Hungry? Food? You just did a show.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry. Do you have a menu?
Let's get a menu.